All right, so it fills all the way. You can see it from here. Let's look at it from here. So this is it. Our values are intact over here all the way. Now let's come to the rural annual rate of change. Rural annual rate of change. So I'll move a little bit to this side to see if I can have my watt base R. So here it is, watt base R is here. So I'll quickly and get busy with my formula. We go with the simplest form first, which is we subtract the second rural basic share from, we subtract the first rather from the second. So you choose the second first, then you come and choose the first after that, put it into a bracket, introduce your division sign, open a new bracket. Now we have to go to the year, remember. So year 2 minus year 1, we open. So this is the basic part of the formula which actually works. Then, because we don't want to have the issues of errors, we bring in our if function. So I'm going to do the same like we did in the first. So I put if here and then select it. I will open a new bracket and then come back here. So in the if function, like you know already, it has 3 parts. The first is the logic expression, and then what will happen if it is true and what will happen if it is false. So the logic function here is to say that if this column is equal to that column, that is basically what it is. And then you say, if it is true, this formula will work. And then what happens if it is false? What happens if it is false? So another space, and then we introduce our quotation space here to mean that this, we are asking the formula to go check these 2 columns. If they bear exactly the same values, then it should go ahead to calculate this formula if it is true. But if it is not, then it can reference or present an empty space. So now we are done with that. Now let's come and add our trimming to it. So we have trim here. And then open a bracket. Now, if we want to see that it is working, we go back a little bit and then we choose the trim. Now we close this bracket to ensure we have it, and then we go to the second one also. We introduce our trim, open a bracket, come back a little bit and then choose. I just want to be sure that my function is properly selected. That's why I'm going through this process. So now I'm done trimming the 2 particular cells that we are referencing. Now I'm done with it. Let me enter and then see. Okay, so we are having some errors at the base over there. We'll look at it, why those errors are coming. That is the auto referencing is giving us that error. So let me unselect the auto field and then look at what could be wrong with my formula. So let's see, we have our if function properly done. Trim is here, properly done. Here we have it. Okay, so we'll find out in the next video why we have that. Essentially, the only thing that is changing in the formula, if you realize, is your first part. The first part, not the whole thing that is changing. So let's go to the next video.